If you are looking to create a WordPress online store fast and easy, this guide is for you. I promise it is a lot easier than you might think, and there's never been a better time to build a shop with the world's most popular web platforms, WordPress and WooCommerce. So, let's take a look at what you will create if you are going to follow all the steps in this tutorial. Even if this is a clothing shop, once you build it, you can adapt it for any type of business. You just need to change the products and visuals. The best part is that you don't need to pay a designer or a developer. Everything you see is made using only free resources, and you can find the download links in the description box. Before we start, let's go over everything that you can expect in this tutorial. Remember that you can jump right to your preferred section of this video using the timestamps in the description box. We will start by choosing a catchy domain name. Then, we will set up WordPress and WooCommerce, and in the end, you will see how to customize the design of the shop. Here are some more highlights. You will learn how to manage your inventory and how to set up different payment methods. How to add variations to products, like different colors and sizes. And how to create the About Us page, the contact page, the menu, and each section of the front page. If you like the awesome visuals I use, like these banners, I will show you how to add them. More of that, I will show you how to create this section, which contains a YouTube video you can use to show real people using your product. This is a tutorial I have been working for some time, and is going to be longer than usual. Let me know in the comments, do you like short videos or longer in-depth video tutorials? Ready? Let's get started. Your domain name is how your customers find your website. If they hear about you somewhere, will it be easy for them to remember your name? Even if you already have a name or you are looking to generate an original one, you still need it to be available. So try using a tool like domainwheel.com. The combinatorial algorithms will present interesting new options to choose from, while the domain availability checks up will suggest available extensions. I will try a phrase something like online clothing shelf. Let's see if there is something available. Fortunately, it is, so I will buy the onlineclothingshelf.com domain right now. Now that you have a domain name idea, let's go buy the domain name and hosting. If you already have a hosting service, like I do, you can buy the domain name only. If not, you can select the host for your site that offers a package designed for WordPress, domain name plus hosting. I encourage you to check the article on our blog to read about some of the best hosting providers for WordPress. Link in the description. The most important part in choosing a hosting provider is that you need an SSL certificate. Without one, you cannot set up the payment methods. Usually, you can get an SSL certificate for free, and you can check the video on the card on this topic. This is why I suggest SiteGround.com. But you are free to use any hosting company you want. Just make sure it is optimized for WordPress. By using SiteGround as your hosting provider or any other service that uses Let's Encrypt, a free security software in the cPanel, you can install a free SSL certificate in just a few clicks. Once you get the domain name plus hosting and the free SSL certificate, let's go to the next step, which will be to set up WordPress. Most of the popular hosting companies have an easy flow to install WordPress. To do that, go to your cPanel and search for the quick installer of WordPress. You can find it easily because it is one of the auto installers every cPanel comes with by default. Once you click on it, you will be redirected to the installer page, where you should click on the Install tab. Choose the protocol as HTTPS from the drop-down menu and then choose the domain you want WordPress to be installed on. Leave the in directory field blank unless you want WordPress to be installed on a subdomain, something that will look like onlineclothingshelf.com/blog. Further down, you need to choose a name for your online store and a description. Don't worry if you have no idea of what to type in here for now, because you can change that later on. Now, fill out these fields with your account details, like the username and the password. Make sure you use uppercase letters, numbers, and special characters to make it as secure as possible. The email you type in here should be the email you are using to manage the website. Further down, choose the language of your online store in this drop-down if needed, or leave it as it is by default, English. If you want to change that language, you can do that later on your dashboard. Finally, check if you want to use limit login attempts, which I recommend you to do, and contact form by WP form slide. If you check both boxes, then the auto installer will install those plugins on your dashboard. Further down, setting a custom name for your database with a maximum of 7 characters and then a custom table prefix, it's strongly recommended. Finally, leave the backup location as it is by default and then click on Install. Wait until WordPress will finish its installation. It will take just a few seconds. Once the installation process occurs, click on this link if you want to go to your dashboard, or this link if you want to see your live site. For now, it looks like any other installation of WordPress on a new website. But in the next minutes, you will see how to transform this into an awesome online store. Your theme decides the entire layout and feel of your site. Finding a great theme that invites browsers to become buyers is worth taking a little extra time. Showpile is a powerful WordPress theme because it is clean and clearly features products in a way that scores engagement. A grid of large pictures with core information below encourages customers to quickly browse and click on what interests them. Installing this theme on your WordPress website is easy. On the dashboard, click Themes in the Appearance menu, then click on Add New and search for the Showpile WordPress theme. Install and activate it, then move to the next step. There are some extra features you will need to make your website really awesome. You will need to install OrbitFox, a modular multipurpose plugin that will help to detect breaking changes in the theme updates before you run them. Being an online store, you will use a lot of images, so an image optimization and CDN service are helpful. OrbitFox comes with an integrated free CDN. It also automatically optimizes the images on your website, serving them under a browser-friendly format. Also, if you are worried your website will go down, try the uptime monitor to get notified via email. As soon as you enter your email and hit save, your site will be registered to our uptime monitor and will constantly check if it's working. I will show you other useful features this plugin comes with in a minute, so keep watching. Installing the WooCommerce plugin will transform your WordPress website into an online store. Once you activate it, I recommend you run the setup wizard until you get to the point where you can publish your first product. First, choose the country where your store is based, US in this case. The address Clothing Street 44, New York City, and so on. If the currency you accept payments in is the US dollar, leave it as it is, or choose other currencies in the drop-down. I plan to sell physical products, clothing items, right? So, I will choose the second option in this drop-down and then I will click Let's Go. Here comes the tricky part of the payment integration. I want you to understand that if you choose to accept debit and credit card payments with Stripe, all the payments will be processed on your website, compared with PayPal, where all the payments will be processed on their own server. If you have doubts about how safe is your website, you should definitely go with PayPal and deactivate Stripe. Stripe, on the other hand, offers a much faster checkout process. Your choice. PayPal payments without linking your account will work only if you check this box, and then you'll type your PayPal email in this field. Furthermore, if you want to accept check payments, bank transfer, and cash on delivery, you can activate any of these options here. Ready to go to the next step? Click on Continue. You're all set up to ship anywhere in the United States and outside of it. WooCommerce recommends using the live rates, so we leave those options as they are in the drop-down menus, and we are going to set the weight and dimensions of the unit. Once the shipping settings are done, click on Continue. I like to have the automated taxes calculation on, so I will leave this checked, and then I click on Continue one more time. A variable product can be a t-shirt, for example, which has different sizes and colors. And if you want to set different images and even different prices for each variant, keep watching, cause I'll show you how to publish your first product step by step. As you may notice at the beginning of this video, the demo of the final website shows a t-shirt, a hat, a pair of sport shoes, and leggings in the latest product section. To create the first product, click on the Add New link in the Products menu or New Product in the drop-down menu of your admin bar. First of all, we need to add a name to our product. I think the Premium Yoga t-shirt will be perfect. When adding products to WooCommerce for the first time, you will see that the plugin comes with clear instructions to make sure you understand every step, so you can follow the steps by clicking Next. The text in the editor should be an in-depth description of your product that needs to contain as much as possible details like gender, style, material, season, and so on. For example, you can say this yoga t-shirt is as close to perfect as can be. It's optimized for all types of print and will quickly become your favorite t-shirt. After that, you can say that the gender is for woman, the occasion is for yoga, the material is synthetic, and the season is summer. These are just examples, but you can write in here whatever you consider useful. For example, you can show the available sizes, the weight, and package contents if needed. And then you can close the description of your product with a strong phrase, something like soft, comfortable, and durable. This is a definite must-own product. Next, you need to set up the product type in the product data dropdown. If your product will have different variables, like colors and sizes, as I mentioned earlier, you should choose the variable product type. Before clicking Next, we need to add some variations, but the first step actually is to add the attributes that variations will use. To do that, click on the Attributes tab, then click to add a custom product attribute. Name your first attribute. Size in our case. Check both boxes below the name and then add the values like so: M, L, and XL. Type this vertical bar between those values and then click on Save Attributes. You can find that vertical bar on the right side of your keyboard for both Mac or Windows PC. Next, we will add another custom product attribute, which will be the color selector. The values I choose are white, blue, and red. But you can add as many colors as your product has. Just remember to insert the vertical bar between them like so. Click on Save Attributes, then go to the Variations tab. If you want to control the price and image of your variable products individually, choose Create Variations from all attributes in the drop-down, then click Go. Click OK on the notification and wait until the process is done. Now you can see 9 different combinations of your product, which you can use to set different image and price for each. I will set the same price for each variation, but if you have different price for the blue t-shirt, for example, you can define that here. Remember that variations with this field empty will be considered as an unavailable product. Out of stock, for example. Now you can continue adding different images for each color variations. A white t-shirt here, a blue t-shirt here, and a red t-shirt here. You will understand why we are doing this when I will preview the first product, so stay with me because it gets more and more interesting. Once variations are added, make sure you write a short description of your product below. You can copy the first 2 sentences from the text editor above. It's absolutely fine. Then you need to add images into the product image and product gallery section. To do that, click on Set Product Image here and upload the image you want to see first on the product page. I will choose the red t-shirt, for example. Click on Set Product Image on the right side of your screen and then add more images to your product gallery, including the red t-shirt. Once you finish adding images to your product, go ahead and set the product category and tags. If you have a huge inventory, you may want to manage the number of products. To do that, click on this tab and use Stock Keeping Units. Then enable the stock management. Here, you can set the stock quantity and then choose if you are willing to allow back orders for the out-of-stock products. Once you finish the settings, you can publish your first product. Let's check our work so far. This is how your first product will look like after adding all the elements mentioned before: image, gallery, description, and here is how the product variations work. If you choose the blue color, for example, you can see that the image will jump automatically to the blue t-shirt. Now, you can add as many products as you want following the same instructions. After you finish adding those products, you can go to the next step. Like many online stores, you are able to set up cross-sell, upsell, promotions, and product reviews. I have created 4 different products already, and now I will show you how to link those products so you can make upsells and cross-sells. Click on Linked Products here, and then type in CAP, or the first 3 characters of your product name. The product you set here will be the You May Also Like product on the product page. Furthermore, if you want to make some cross sales too, I mean to sell even more products on checkout, set the product you want to sell here, then hit the Update button. Now, if you want to give away coupons with $10 discount, for example, head to the Coupons section on your WooCommerce menu. Click on Add New Coupon and first of all insert the coupon code $10 off. Write a description in the text box below if you want it, and then go to the coupon data management. Choose the fixed cart discount if you want that coupon to be used at checkout, for example, or fixed product discount if you want to give away fixed product discounts. You can choose percentage discount too, but in this case the coupon code should be something like 10% off instead of $10 off. The coupon amount will be 10 in both cases, but works differently, so I recommend you choose wisely. Once you have added all the details to your coupon, click on Publish. Let's see how it works. I go to the shop page and I add some products to the cart exactly as your clients will do. A blue cap, okay? A blue L size t-shirt. And a pair of blue sports shoe, size 38. Then I will go to the cart page and I will use the $10 off coupon code here. Once you click Apply Coupon, you can see that the total amount of the order is minus $10. Let's see how to make this theme look like the online store presented at the beginning of this video. Even without paid products, you can implement the best elements of e-commerce design on all of your most important pages. This theme has a lot of options you can change through its customizer, which you can access by clicking here. Let's start with the first section, the site identity. This is where you can change the site title and subtitle displayed here. I don't have a logo for this project yet, so I will change only the site title with online clothing shelf and the tagline with how to start an online store on WordPress step by step. You can type a slogan here, something like dressing with personality, or any other combination of words that can better describe your products in a short sentence. Publish the changes on finish, then move to the next step. I think this is the fastest section of the customizer we will walk through. Two options here, to change the header text color and the background color. If you want more color schemes, I recommend you check out the Pro version. The header image is what you see in the header area of your pages by default, and if you want to change that, just click on Add New Image here. Upload your own image or choose one from the media library. Select and then crop the image, and that's it. If you want to use more images randomly, upload them one by one. Then click on Randomize Uploaded Headers here. Now you can see that if you toggle through different pages, the images are used randomly, so you won't have the same image on every single page. Nice trick. Let's save the changes and move to the next element. Before customizing the front page sections, we need to go to the home page settings to choose a static page as a home page and the block page. If we don't have them already, we can create pages fast like so. Click on Add New Page link here, name the page as Home, then click on Add. Same with the block page. Now publish the changes and then go back to your front page sections. Once you set a static page as your home page, you'll see the default content every section comes with. The slider section, the banners section, the products section, and the product slider section. I will walk you through how to customize them step by step, so stay with me. In the slider section, we have 3 slides by default. You can delete a slide or add more slides as well, like so. In order to be fully populated with content, a slide should get an image, a title, subtitle, button link and button label. Adding image smaller than 2000 pixels here will generate blurry results, so I recommend you upload good quality images. For example, all the images I use here have full HD resolutions and are looking great. After changing the images and other options in the slides as you want, publish the changes and go back to the front page sections. The banner section is where you can upload images with coupons or special discounts, and you can feature here a new collection as well. Just upload the image, set a link to that offer or collection if needed, then publish the changes. These sections are populated with products automatically, but if you want to change the category, for example, go to the Customizer, Front Page Sections, and change the products category in the drop-down. If you have a few products, leave this as it is by default, so visitors can see all your products in these sections. This is a very important section, which you can use to display a video with clients using your products, for example. It will have a huge impact on your visitors for sure. What you need to do is to set a title here, insert a YouTube link in the field like so, and set a video thumbnail if you want it. Then you can publish the changes and your video section is done. The footer area, like the header, is what your visitors will see in the bottom area of your website, on any page or post they access. Here we have 4 areas which you can use to add any available widgets into. Adding these widgets is easy, and there are 2 ways of adding them. One is to access the widgets area in the Customizer, and the second is to go to the widgets link in the Appearance menu on your dashboard. The advantage of creating them here is that you can drag the elements from footer area 1 to footer area 2 like so. I will add 2 images first. One image in the footer area 1 and another one in the footer area 2. Drag the image widget in the footer area 1 and then upload the image you want to use. Save the changes and do the same with the footer area 2. Image, upload and save, okay? Then add a product category widget named Category 1 in the footer area 3 and another product category widget named Category 2 in the footer area 4. That's it. If you take a look at the footer area right now, you can see that everything is exactly where it should be. This is a simple notification bar which will help you inform users about your website policy. To enable it, head to the OrbitFox plugin and activate the Policy Notice module. If you don't have a privacy policy page yet, WordPress helps you create one fast. Go to Privacy in the Settings menu on your dashboard and click Create New Page. Change the default text in the page with the details of your choice and then click on Publish. After that, you can select that page to be the policy page in this drop-down menu. Customize the policy description and the policy button label if you want it and then click on Save on the right side of your screen. The About Us page is something your visitors can check if they want to know more about your business. The Show Pile theme comes with custom templates you can use for that, and here is what you need to do. Click on New Page here, and name your page About Us. Choose the About Us template in the drop-down menu of your page attributes, and then publish the page. Click to view that page and then on Customize on the top bar to open the customizer of that page. Now you can change the details in the Our Team section, the Video section and the Our Advantages too. Create one more page named Contact and choose the Contact template in the drop-down here. Publish the page and then go to the Customizer and insert a contact form shortcode here and the map shortcode here. To do that, install the WP Forms Lite plugin, activate it, then create a contact form like so. Enter your form name in this field. Select a simple contact form here and then click Save. After that, click the Embed button, copy the shortcode and paste it in the contact form shortcode field like so. Next, install and activate the InterGeo Maps plugin. Create a new map and drag the location to New York or choose the location of your business and then click on Create the map. Copy its shortcode, which you need to paste it in the map shortcode field like so. That's it. The contact page is ready, so click on Publish, then move to the next step. You may see a default menu on your home page right now, but if you want to create a custom menu instead, check out the recommended video on the card or in the description box below. Creating the main menu is easy, using your pages as elements, and if you want to add intuitive icons too, make sure you activate the Menu Icons module in the OrbitFox companion interface. After that, your menu will look awesome with these intuitive icons near the name of each element. Let's go back to the customizer and see what you can do in the WooCommerce section. We have 4 sections here, which allows us to customize some things. The store notice first. You can use this notice to warn your visitors about the fact that this is just a demo store and no orders shall be fulfilled. The product catalog is what the shop page and category will use. And the default product sorting uses different sorting options you can choose in the drop-down. Cropping the product image into a square can be a good way to have a perfect alignment on the shop page, but if you want to have them cropped into a custom size, you can choose the aspect ratio here. Furthermore, you may want to hide some of the checkout form fields like the company name, address line too, and if you want to highlight the required fields, make sure this box is checked. In the end, select 2 of the most important pages any e-commerce business should have: the privacy policy and the terms and conditions pages. Click on Publish to save your changes and that's it. Your online store is done. Now you can start promoting your WordPress online store and send motivated customers ready to make buying decision. Make sure you activate the social sharing module in the OrbitFox panel so your visitors can share your products on different social media channels. On the screen, you are going to see some other recommended videos, so watch them next to grow your store. Hopefully, this tutorial was helpful. If it was, give it a thumbs up. Also consider subscribing. I publish WordPress tutorials and guides weekly, and I answer all the questions you guys leave in the comment section below.